I am live. Oh man. Dang, that didn't work out exactly the way that I thought it would. How is everybody today? Let me bring up the chat, see who all's here. I see we got 11 comments with 14 million people, or 4 million people here. 123 Tarl is here. Marianne Salonga. Anime Reyes is in the house. Shane Rasa are here. Who else? Who else? I saw Menge stopping in to say hello. I saw Megan Gomez saying hi, Rider Adventure, Anime Reyes, Menge, Edward D. Beck. One day at a time. Yes, we are. And I'm going to update you on that dream as it comes to fruition. So I have some updates to share with you today. Today we're going to be, we're definitely, Tim Desiak is here. We're going to be stuffing the pig and we're going to be drawn for a 200 peso winner, God willing. Feeling better. Good. Gonna get a cortisone injection in my back. Man, I'll tell you what, back pain and cortisone and all that, that stuff is, the cortisone helps a lot of times. And that TENS thing, I have a few friends that use that TENS thing. I got to buckle my pants here. Yeah, you caught me getting dressed here and getting a cup of coffee. Okay, so there are changes coming to this channel. I've been talking about changes. Some of them you're already seeing coming to fruition. For example, the short videos. The short videos. Oh, I know. I still have to work on. Is that the water? The water is moving back there, right behind my head. Maybe this isn't good news. I still have stuff to work on. But anyway, there are changes coming to this channel. I wanted to let you know what they were all about. That's the first thing I want to talk about. Now, I'll tell you what, let's save that for last. Let's save the big news for last. The couple changes you've already seen me do, though, and that's in the short videos, the shorts, which nobody watches, and the short videos, which I'm going to try and keep under 3 minutes. I actually want to keep my regular videos mini information segments that I'm practicing to try and get them down to uh, 2 minutes or less. Yeah, it's moving. I hope there's no floods today. I hope I don't drown. So, anyway, the first thing that I really want to talk about, though, I love the TENS unit, but I always take it to it. Hey, yeah, you're not supposed to be using it on your. you're not. You're not supposed to be using it on your private parts. That could be shocking experience for you. All right, things aren't perfect. Things aren't perfect here in the studio, but we're getting there. I might abandon the studio, and when we go to the States, I'm looking at getting one of those what do they call it? Cell phone signal boosters. I'm going to check it out to see if it works here in the Philippines. If one of those cell phone signal boosters work, then we're going to go. We're going to go live on the street. On the streets of wherever we are. We'll fire up that bad boy and we'll go live. But let me talk about what's going on with the tooth, right? Because everybody's been asking me about the tooth. I'm going to share it with you. Jay Lynn is here. Jay Lynn, what would a live stream be without you showing up? And I'm sure you're curious about how the dentist works here, right? Well, the dentist works just like it does it everywhere else. I mean, you guys saw the video. Did you see how modern and how modernly equipped? That's a better way of saying it. The dentist office was. It's better than in the States. I went in there. This dentist has their own lab. They've got the music going on. They've got all the modern equipment. They've got nice people working there. They got all this great stuff happening. Charmaine is here. Charmaine 1 Original. Charmaine Original is here. Charmaine 2 is also here. Thanks for showing up. Folks, so the dentist thing, Smash, I'm happy with. I'm happy with the dentist. But I always make this mistake, right? I go in there not asking the right questions. So here's what happens. Here's how I think this whole thing happened. I go in there and right away there's an assumption made that all I want is that damaged that damaged tooth, the damaged crown, to be slapped back into position. Cell phone boosters are, yeah, I was checking it out this morning. I'm excited about it. That would be great to be able to strap it on, strap on the portability and the battery feature, and then just go walking down wherever I'm at. We are live from Cebu. We're live from Pampanga. We are live from wherever we just happen to be, right? So, yeah, Charmaine is beautiful. I don't know. Is Charmaine hooked up, Tarl? Is she on your maybe list? No. Hey, I apologize. I'm not trying to start anything, especially if Charmaine's better half is in the house. I'm not trying to start anything. I do apologize if I offended anyone. So here's the whole thing uh, about the dentist. So they make an assumption. I imagine this happens a lot. People go into the dentist's office, that one in particular, because they're known as being the expat dentist, the one that everybody goes to that has money to spend. And I'm not going to lie to you. I have a few beans. I have a few beans to spend, Tim Desiak. I got a little bit of money that I could throw at the dentist, right? So but right away, I show them the tooth, right? It's in a little baggie. They go into the dentist. The dentist said, all we have to do is submit it back in. Now, here's the thing. I had already lost the porcelain off the side of it. And I already knew that if you know a little bit about dentistry, just some basic stuff from your own experience, you'll know that because the porcelain cracked on the side, shear strength, is wiped out, that rebonding on that side of the tooth, if I wanted to rebond it, is going to be difficult. Because rebonding to metal, right? Rebonding to acrylic is easy, but when you have a molar back there, Nicole is here, Chrissy Mama's here. Thank you so much for honoring me by coming to my live. But when you go back here, right, you have to use metal. I have acrylics up here. Now I have one that's already fractured. The dentist was taking a look at it, but that particular one is going to be easier to bond to because it's not metal. And so it's fractured from behind. So if it's fractured from behind, nobody sees it. They ought to be able to slap some acrylic on there, some acrylic magic dust or whatever they do, the A and B compound, the epoxy, whatever they're using these days. It doesn't even have to match the color of the tooth. All they have to do is slap it up in there. So I would imagine that we're going to be dealing with that next up. But here's the thing about this tooth. So after they do the rebonding, and I'm already nervous about this because I already know that it will only take place maybe 50% of the time. You have a better chance of bonding epoxy to a tooth, an A and B compound epoxy from Home Depot, than you do having a bonding agent work, a regular standard bonding agent work for dentistry in your mouth. And I already knew this, right? But they assumed that I just wanted to get it to last a couple of more years and then die or whatever the thing is. And so the dentist had recommended that I slap it back in there. But I said, no, no. I go, after he slapped it back in there, I was already saying, well, wait a minute. I said, I need it bonded so the color of the tooth matches. So if I open my mouth, people don't see that gray metal flash at me. And I just thought he was going to slap some, cosmetic acrylic paint on it. Dan, not going to stay for the whole show. Got to get up early tomorrow. Okay, that's fine. I appreciate you stopping by and letting us know that you're doing better. Get those heavy duty drugs, get the cortisone shot, get all the opiates that they'll give you, and load up. Enjoy your life. Get some morphine if they allow you to have a morphine drip. So anyway, Mildred is here. Thanks so much for being here, Mildred. All right. So listen, I realize that a lot of Filipinos here in the chat, they don't have the money to be playing around with this thing. So when he says, "Hey, okay, if I rebond it," he doesn't say anything about it only has a 50% chance of sticking. Daisy Lynn is here. Hi, Daisy Lynn. How's everything going in your neck of the woods? I know you have a live stream coming up this morning. I'm going to try and join you if I can. Jean God is here. Anna May is hanging in there with us. So here's the whole thing. By the way, if you haven't been to Daisy Lynn's channel, go in there and enjoy her beautiful voice. Um, where was I? I'm losing my train of thought all the time these days. All right, so he doesn't say to me, but Dan, he doesn't say, okay, he doesn't say, yeah, but it only has a 50% chance of bonding, right? He doesn't say anything like that, even though I knew, I knew. I make a lot of assumptions that dentistry has come a long way since the last time I've been to the dentist, and they have some magic formula for rebonding, a porcelain tooth. But folks, they don't. They don't have any new magic trick in order to get it to bond. So he goes in there. He doesn't say anything to me, even though I know that it only has for regular bonding technique, it only has like a 50% chance of taking, right? So they get home, right? Everything's fine. I'm so happy with the work. I thank him. This Dennis Marion is a graduate. Sekbuchi, good morning. This is a graduate from the best. I mean, the best dental university in the entire Philippines, which is Southwestern School of Dentistry in Cebu. If you guys don't know about this, check it out. So I know I'm with the right guy. I already know that I've got the right dentist that's going to take care of this, right? So anyway, by the way, in case I haven't mentioned it, we are going to be stuffing the pig today. The pig's hungry. We're going to be putting some money. It's getting heavy, folks. I'm going to start using this pig. I'm going to start using the pig for working out. It's getting a little bit heavy. I got the money here already for stuffing the pig, and we're going to be drawing for a 200 peso winner. Anyway, we're going to be changing this whole thing up. I'm going to tell you about it in a little bit as soon as I get through this long story that should have only been 3 minutes. So anyway, I get home and on the way home, right, we stopped by the bakery and I said, I would like fresh cookies today. I want a fresh cookie. And so we stop by Julie's and we go in there, we buy some fresh cookies. And so by the time we get back home, man, I'm admiring the great work this dentist did, right? Mike married to a beautiful woman's in the house. Marion Solonga's hanging in there with us. Thanks so much for honoring me by being here. And so I was just telling everybody, Mike, about the dentist story. So it's looking beautiful. And I was thinking to myself, man, this dude just does an excellent job. I mean, and it was so quick. We were in and out of there, AJ, in like a half an hour. In and out. Boom. We go in there. There was another expat. By the way, folks, expatriate or expat is not a derogatory word. It just means you're living abroad. That's all it means. That's if you go into Wiki and you look at the definition, you're going to see a picture of an expat. It says it is a person who lives outside of their own country. All right, we're going to talk about that a little bit too. This live stream isn't going to drag on forever. Trust me on that. All right, 14 minutes in so far. So let me finish up this story. So then I go to, and so everything's fine. I wiggle a little bit. It's not loose. The metal, I mean the bond is holding. I take the first bite of the cookie, and then all of a sudden I hear the crunch. All I do is go crunch, and it was not the cookie that I heard. It was the tooth. Yes, the bonding, not the re-cementing of the tooth. The bonding that he did, it just fell right out, right? Just like that, clunk. And I looked at it, and it didn't crack or anything. It was perfectly shaped, right? It was exactly the way he put it in one piece. So I just take that and I go, well, that didn't work out so well. I slap it in a Ziploc because I'm going to go back to him tomorrow, the next day, and I'm going to say, I need some love, Mr. Dentist. I'm not going to blame the dentist because it didn't bond, because I already knew that it only had a 50% chance of bonding. It's better if the fracture was on the top where you're biting, because it puts the force of the bond down on the teeth. So every time you crunch down, it's cementing itself to the porcelain. That isn't what this is. It's on the side of the tooth. And so if you eat a cookie or something and it catches it just right on the side of that tooth, it's just going to collapse. There's no, if you're building a house, how should I say this? There's no structural integrity to the tooth. So we go back there and I said, dentist, I go, what happened here? I just thought KK Travel and Education Vlogs is here. Welcome, welcome. Mike married to a beautiful woman, LV, but not the LV that comes in here, not the famous LV, not her. All right, so now here's what happens, right? I go in there and there was an automatic assumption, right, made on my initial visit. Like I said, I know I'm repeating a story. Every man repeats a story, right? So what I'm telling you is that there's an automatic assumption that you just want get by service. I guess there are a lot of expats in Bye Bye City. They just want get by service. Hey, I'm only going to live another couple of years. Slap the bad boy in there. I'm doing fine. How are you? Glue it in there and I'll be on my way. And that's what he was doing, right? The bonding agent, uh, Tim is saying it needs 24 to 48 hours to cure. I thought it cured instantly with UV light. That's what I read online. I could be wrong, but the UV light it's either going to take, according to the article I read, or it's not. It's either going to take once they apply the UV ray or it's not. And she hit that bad boy pretty good a couple of times, like, ah, ah, right? And boom, I thought it was good. I felt the radiation seeping right into my heart, pulling at my heartstrings. All right, but I could be wrong about that. I could be wrong. Epoxy probably needs 24 to 48 hours to cure, from my experience anyway, my limited experience. So I'm going to have to go in and check out Tim's video. I don't really look at anybody's except my own. I'm only looking at my own most of the time, critiquing them, right? Thinking about the next idea. So anyway, all right. So whatever happened, it didn't cure. It falls out. I go back in. I'm sitting there, and then we're having true confessions, right? I'm saying, hey, what's the motivation here? So he goes, he says I should have suggested right from the get go that you go ahead and you just replace that. You replace that tooth because he has a lab there, right? So now here's the whole thing, right? He says I need a little bit of love here. I kind of am thinking the same way, but I need some love here. I spent 2,500 pesos on you know on the bonding and on the cementing of the crown. How much is a new tooth going to cost? And then he says 8,000 pesos. Oh my God. I said, I spent 2,500 pesos and a new crown is 8,000. Doc, Doc. I said, I got money to spend. I got money to spend. I probably would have, had we had this heart to heart conversation, Edward D. Beck, I probably would have made the decision right then and there to go ahead and have the tooth replaced. So now we're doing it after the fact. But I say to the dentist, I need love. I need love. I need something to make me feel a little bit better. And of course, the dentist just starts busting up laughing at me. He couldn't help himself. He's just laughing. I mean, because I would imagine, Mike and Edward D. Beck, that a lot of people go and they start yelling at the dentist, and that isn't my style. I yell at you, not the dentist. So I'm saying, people, hey, the bonding didn't work. The bonding didn't work. I got no instructions whatsoever about. Let's suppose that it does require 24 to 48 hours to cure, right? Then you slap Dan with an information sheet like they do in the States. Don't eat. Do not eat. Do not chew on that side for 24 to 48 hours. But I got no warning, right? And besides that, sometimes I'm too smart for my own good. I'd already done the research on this. This is all my fault. This is all my fault in any case. So he says, he starts laughing. He says, I'm gonna give you money off just because you're funny and you made me laugh. And so that's good enough for me. But I hear Man Mini over there saying, they're talking to Cyan. Right? And so here's the thing about that, right? Uh, I'm saying to her, chill, because I could hear him. She wants to, get the $1,500 back at least, right? That's the problem with the Disney films. They don't say anything. They seem to assume. Yeah, they assume things. They assume that I'm like every cheap ass expat that goes in there. No, I don't mean that. I know plenty of guys here that are making a ton of money. We're gonna talk about that in a minute. That was just a little joke. It was out of line. I do apologize to my expat friends. I still want them to talk to me when I sit there and we do chismis, with a cup of coffee and a Bavarian cream donut. Look at that. The ocean is on my coffee cup. My coffee cup is filled with salt water. Imagine that. And yeah, no one does love a son like their mother. And I will be seeing my mom, God willing, this October 15th when Mammy and I head back for the States. And that's the main purpose of the trip. And to bring back buckets full of silver bullion and as much cash as I can carry. We're going to talk about that in a minute if I get time. Let me finish the Dennis story. We can move on to more important things. So we make the deal. He gives me a discount. We and he takes the impressions and boom, we're done. In and out, 15 minutes. Pulls the old. It was murder trying to get the old. He did such a good job on gluing it back in. I don't know if they use crazy glue or what the process is, but you have to crack it, and pull the thing out and blah 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 blah. And then he reshaped the post. He did everything in one visit. He asked me, "Do you want anesthetic?" I said, "No. Give me a bullet to bite on." He laughs. He says, "You want anesthetic? You want anesthesia?" I said, "No. Give me a bullet." He just laughs and he goes in there. He drills out a cave in there. I don't know what he was doing. But anyway, I really like this guy. I'm really happy with him. None of what happened is it's my oversight. It's because I just don't think everything through so quickly. I don't ask the right questions. I'm acclimated to just about everything else here in the Philippines. Tim says I used to go to the dentist that sang classical opera while doing dental work. That is beautiful. I love it. The singing, the opera singing dentist. That's a video, for crying out loud. That's a YouTube video that would go viral. So speaking of viruses, no, I'm not going to start talking about viruses. There's no way you can get me to do that. So here's the whole thing, right? Ah, I'm having so much fun. He says, "I promise you, Dan. I know you're. I could see that you're anxiety stricken on your face, and so I could see there's at least $1,000 worth of work you need inside your mouth. So let's get this tooth done, and let's move forward. Let's move forward. Oh, I'm glad you're feeling. They didn't have to amputate anything, did they, Edward? That's good. Anytime they don't have to amputate anything, like your legs or your any other body parts that you feel are important, that's a good thing. So I'm happy that you're home and you're doing well. Ah, Larry is here. Larry, you working? All right, here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. It's ordered up, and he said, I could see that you want this done right away. So I'm gonna work overtime tonight. I'm gonna get the. I have my lab. You saw the lab over there. I got everything I need. I'm gonna make you the best damn tooth that money can buy, and I'm gonna slap that bad boy in your face on Saturday. right? I promise. That's what he said to me, right? I promise. And so now, and then he goes, and by the way, can I have your phone number in case I don't meet my deadline? I swear to you, this guy was great. Before I could say anything, he says, oh, by the way, can I have your phone number in case I don't meet the deadline that I promised you? And I was laughing my butt off. I thought it was so funny. My manhood has shrunk back to normal and is no longer swollen. Don't get me started, Edward. Don't get me started. All right. Thanks for 12 million people that are in the house. And by the way, we're going to be drawing for 200 pesos today. Listen, thank you to the couple of people that sent me reminders that I owed you money. I'm giving my money away and I forget to send it out sometimes. So please just send me a gentle reminder saying, Dan, here's my Gcash. And that's a gentle reminder enough. Like I said to my wife, the disc up the price. I told her that what it was quoted, and she raised it 7K saying I was wrong. I had the original quote, and she was mad as hell. Good. You gotta call them on it. Otherwise you just walk right the hell out of their office. You just go ahead and leave, right? Ah, I'm sorry, ladies. I didn't get any pictures of it when it was big, and now it's little bitty bitty bitty, little tiny bitty. By the way, I think that this talking head that I have here. Let's see, how does this thing turn on anyway? Look at that. Look at that. Yeah. All right. That's the tooth story. I know it took a long time to tell you about the tooth story. So now we're done with that. So let's move forward. Now that we're done with the teeth. Um, so now let's talk about changes to the channel. No, no, no. There's something else I want to talk about. Yeah, that's right. What's this video about? What's this live stream? The search for land, Charmaine. Can you remind me? What is this live stream about? I've been having way more senior moments than I should. Okay, so in any event, the tooth story is going to have a happy ending. So I really like this dentist. I think he's one of the best, probably in all of the Philippines. He graduated from a fine dental school. There is no better dental school. I'm telling you. Look it up in the entire world. Look it up. People come from all over the world, even the United States, to try and get admitted into this school. Go look it up and you'll find out. That explains why you go walking inside his dental practice and it's so high tech. I mean, even in the United States, they don't have dentist offices that are as high tech as that setup. Right here in Bye Bye City Leyte, the Philippines. Right here, right here in the province. Folks, there's stuff going on here, and I'm going to do a video about it. There is stuff going on here. Mike says, I was in that mall and everyone could hear her. She called and apologized and said she will split the 7K. And I said, no. Good for you. Take this job and shove it. Yeah, take this job and shove it. I'm out of here. Look at this. Let me take a swig of ocean water here, folks. LV, LV, LV. All right, LV. The reason why I was asking you that question on the private message the other day. No, 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 that's not the reason. No. No, no, that's not the reason. It's because we're going to have changes to this channel. I think that I'm going to share this part of it with everybody right now since you stepped into the chat. Okay, folks, Dan's live streams are going to change. They're coming to an end. This traditional live stream, this one right here is probably going to be the last one. Because I had said that I'm a YouTube loyalist, right? And so what I want to do is I'm just following the waves. I'm just following the path to the white sandy beach. That's all I'm doing here. And these live streams are going to be shortened up to only 30 minutes. And here's how we're going to do this. My main objective for all of you that are in the stream right now has and always will be to give away money. That is not to say that I'm wealthy or rich. I am by Filipino standards, a multimillionaire. I don't mind telling you that I'm a multimillionaire, but I probably have less than $250,000 in the bank. So that $250,000 in the Philippines, that goes a long way, right? But I also have $1 million retirement, and depending on how long Man Mini lives, it'll be a $2 million retirement. So since the main objective has always been to give away money, that's what we're going to do. No, we're not doing duck races. We might do a new number. Miss Womanizer is here. We might do a random number generator, but I think you guys enjoy Man Mini just pulling the divots, the bingo divots out of the thing, right? And so we're going to stick with that, I think. Even though I did check with Elvie to see, you know, how much work is it to do the Wheel of Fortune, to put everybody's number around that thing. And she gave me some hints. And then when I went into the website and looked at it and how it worked, I got bored really quickly. I didn't even finish reading the instructions. I was like, nah, I don't want to do this. Simple, keep it simple, stupid is my mantra. Keep it simple, stupid. Yes, of course. Of course. That's a Mike, of course. I'm gonna do that. I most certainly am. Multimillionaire Yahoo. Yeah, I mean in Philip I mean we're talking what's a million here in Philippine money, right? Yeah. So anyway, I don't know what that is, but yeah, it's not brag, it's just fact. So now the whole thing is to give it away, to give it away. Listen, I'm going to tell you, I've already shared this with everybody. Man, Minnie has her share already. The money is the money we, on occasion, will combine to give to you, right? That's how we do our humanitarian fund. But, but we decided a long time ago that to make the for the relationship to have longevity, we have monetarily, you can't commingle the funds. You have to separate them, right? For to keep peace in the household. There are things she wants to do for her friends and her family, and she does them. There are things that I want to do for my friends and my family, and I do them. And so that's why the assets were divided equally before we even moved here to the Philippines when we were still living in Sacramento. 20K USD, so that makes me a multi millionaire, right? Not quite a bazillionaire, but anyway. So anyway, it has nothing to do with anything that I did other than it was pure dumb luck. And so it was pure dumb luck. It's not because I'm smarter than anybody. As a matter of fact, I'm probably not. It was just pure dumb luck. And sometimes timing is everything. Elvia is saying, haha, you don't like reading long narratives for directions when in fact it's so simple. Yes, that's right. See, I was going to actually hire you, LV, to do this, but I decided that now I'm just, as much as I like LV and the thought of her running the Wheel of Fortune stuff, I'm just going to forget about it, right? I'm just going to, that just gives more money for me to give away, right? Right, LV? So anyway, you're fired, LV. No, I'm so sorry. No, I never actually offered LV or Pacquiao Merch or anybody the position. I'm just stating here that I was thinking about it, and the thought lasted about 30 seconds, and it was gone. And then I'm just telling you because, in the spirit of transparency, I'm being transparent, right? You could see right through me. Look, you could see right through me. So anyway, thanks, Dad. I could get a new hot water heater for the house. Yeah, exactly. So here's how it's gonna go, Miss Womanizer. I just want to lay it out. Yeah, you're a little bit too interested in my woman, Edward D. Beck. But you did calm me down a little bit. I said, no, Dan, I'm gonna find my own. I found my own. Okay, well, I wish you good luck with that. So, Elvie, we're gonna be doing other projects together, right? I have plans for doing other projects with you. So let's talk about how this whole thing works, right? Fired before hired. Yeah. So here's the whole thing, because I really admired. I mean, you were so organized. The way you put together Larry's live stream birthday celebration, it was very impressive. It was just a very, very impressive live stream, very impressive presentation. But now moving forward, here's the high tech way we're going to do it. See? All right, so here's how it's going to go. Dan's changing his live streams. I'm gonna have all the details for you on Saturday's live stream, which is going to be the beginning of this new format. But here's how it's going to go. Here's how it's going to go. I'm starting Saturday. I'm upping the purse to 250 pesos per draw, right? And we're still only going to do one winner per live stream. But I'm cutting down the number of live streams that I'm doing to 4 days in a row. And so that's probably going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, all at the same time, right when you're getting your kids ready for school. But here's the thing, right? And this is a big thing. This is a big requirement. In order for me to draw, first of all, the show will begin and end. It'll begin at 8 Philippines time, and it will end at 8:30. Not 8:30 and 30 seconds. It'll end at 8:30. And in order for us to do the draw, I have to have 30 people in the live stream for 30 minutes. Are you getting how this is going to go? That's 30 people in the live stream for 30 minutes. If we don't get 30 people in the live stream in 30 minutes and sustain it for at least a couple minutes, then I won't draw for that day. And so that means that you'll have to get your friends into this live streams. And so the focus of this is simply going to be to give you money, right? That's the main focus. And so I may have Philippine news or USA news to share with you, but the main objective is just to get people in the live stream long enough until we get 30. Once we get 30, then we draw. Let me give you an example. Let's say that you come into the live stream, 30 people are here in the first 5 minutes. I draw. We're out of here. You don't have to listen to Dan. And the reason why I'm doing this is because I've realized, and none too soon, that that people's time is valuable, and sometimes the stuff that I have to share, I can better control it by doing the short videos. So that information, the short videos, and the short long videos, the regular format, are going to be the way that I convey information from now on. And some days it's going to be directed towards Filipinos or Filipinas, my client base here, my subscriber base. And then other days it'll be directed towards Westerners. In other words, but I'll warn you in advance. I'll figure out a way to do it. The live streams will only go a maximum of 30 minutes. And if 30 people come into the live stream within 5 minutes, we're out of here. I'll say hello, thanks for joining me, let's draw, right? And then we're history. And then you go on getting the kids ready for school. Abby's here. Hi, Abby. I was just telling everybody about the new way I'm going to run this stream. The provocative stuff about housing and social issues that affect the Philippines and the United States will come in those videos. And I always do, as Larry knows, whether some of you catch it or not, I always do political commentary of some kind in those short videos. You have to be sharper than the average bear in order to detect the message that I'm trying to send. And so I think for the Philippines, if you don't have background in some of these short videos, right, then it'll always be mixed with humor. And so whatever's going to be in there is going to be funny, right? For example, I've been going into your sites, and I've been taking a look at videos that have been very, very successful, and then I'm just going to copy them. I'm going to copy them to keep the view count up. And so that's exactly what I'll be doing. And so then, if you want to talk and talk about the weather and stuff, you go over to Larry Lee's site. Larry, how's the weather there? Oh, it's fine. By the way, I full well expect, that they're going to pass a law soon because they're doing Social Security reform, and there are going to be a lot of benefits to that Social Security reform, right? And that reform is going to be uh, it's going to be, yeah, I'm not going to do the live streams anymore in this traditional manner. It's because I don't want to do it anymore. It's too much for me. I don't want to do it anymore because I can be very provocative at times, and it has nothing to do with the Philippines. And so I will save that for the long format videos. All right, so I'm still going to get my message out, right? I'm still going to get my message out, but it's not going to be in this format. This format is only for giving away money. So if you keep that in mind, then, and you get 30 people here, and you get them here right in the very beginning of this live stream, and I could see that they're hanging around for the draw, then dang it, we're just going to draw. And then I'm out of here. I'm gone. I'm gone down to the Dunkin' Donuts. Now here, right? We're still keeping with all this. What is that right there? What is that? We're still going to stuff the pig, and you know how that goes. Right? I watch these videos on the Philippines about heroes and also superstitions of the Philippines. Yeah, those are very interesting, and so I will redirect my channel. I'm going to redirect it, and so I'm going to redirect it because I see all the collapse. I see the collapse of the view count on just about everybody's site, and people are panicking, especially in Dumageddon, which puts a smile on my face. Hey, next time, you guys in Dumageddon, come to Dumageddon with a pension, or go back to work in the States. See, every man with a story figured it out. He figured out all he's got to do is have a kid, and then his Social Security goes up by half, by 50%. Now that's what I'm talking about. That's a very creative way and a fun way to increase your income. But if you look at view counts, if you look at his view counts and everybody else's, Tim K, you name them, they're very, very few. Filipina P is still growing. There's some people that are going to continue to grow, but there are a lot of people that are going to continue to fold. And so since I'm not in that game, I'm not in the game because I actually have a substantial pension and money in the bank. I don't have to go in there and grovel for YouTube views. I'll just buy them. I'll just buy them. And then you'll get the impression, wow, Dan's channel is doing really good. No, I'm not. I could care less if you listen. I just want to give away this money, and this is the method that I've chosen for giving it for giving it away. Right? This is the method that I chose, and so there's nothing wrong with that, is there? If I don't get 30 people in here, we don't give any money that day. But you know what? You know what would be cool though to add to that? We'll roll it over into the next one. And so the next one, so we'll do 250 is going to be the standard giveaway for the people that come in here, right? Let's see, the guy who's going to start a cruise ship. Hey, Mike, you know something? I did research on that. That ship was actually renovated by a group of investors, and that dude is sailing right now. It's already taken a reservation for cruises. So that ship that he was interested in buying in, when I went and I looked at it, it is on the water. It's been launched. It's been renovated, and they're making money. And so it could have worked. But you know what? To his credit, he came on a couple of live streams ago and said that he said something like that. Yeah, all except for the cruise ship thing, which I took a lot of heat for. He finally looked like a human being to me instead of a robot. You know what? I mean, I got so tired. I used to watch him all the time, and I got so tired of him standing there, no sense of humor, dry delivery, going through the motions, saying, "I'd like to introduce you to my new friend Dan. I'd like to introduce you to my new buddy Dan over here." I'm not your friend. You can just see the look on their face, like, what the hell are you talking about? I'm just here for an interview to help boost my channel. Then I'm getting all out of here. I mean, but you have to admit, right? Old dog, new tricks is a sensation, a YouTube sensation, and I hope that he has a long life and that his channel continues to explode. I really like him. By the way, I wanted to mention something else. Mike, Larry, you'll remember this. Low roller scratcher. If he hung on, right? If he hung on to, well, you can go. You could go, Edward. I won't miss you. Just kidding, Edward. Just kidding. Listen, here's the whole thing. Yeah, I'll probably going to lose some people, but hey, what are you going to do? I'll probably lose some of the expats from the West. Or they'll be in there and they're very compassionate people. Most of the people in here give a lot of money away. I know that for a fact. They're humanitarians. They have money to spend and they'll give it away. They have given it away to support people that are in this channel. And so, no, I understand. I may lose some people and they could always go over to Larry's channel. Right? I'll be there. I won't be going up. I don't plan on going up that frequently because there are other things that I want to do that I need to do. But I'll be in the chat watching in the background, right? Yeah, but Mike, what I was going to say is this. Bitcoin. Bull market. Remember he used to say, all I got to do is wait for the next bull market. And guess what's happening? Bitcoin keeps increasing in big chunks. I mean, not little itty bitty 1%, 2%, like silver was for a little while, and now it's in the toilet. So I'm going to go out there and buy low, sell high, low roller, get it. Here's the thing, right? here's the whole thing. He was right. He's looking right. He's looking like he's in the catbird seat. It went up in one single month, 35%. And so if he hung on to it and he didn't get nervous, right? Because he sounded very resolute. No, I know. I'm going to become a multi-billionaire. All I have to do is hang on to this Bitcoin. And now what's everybody saying on the financial channel? They're saying, man, if you hung on to that Bitcoin, you're in the catbird seat because that bad boy is going crazy right now. Can you imagine a 35% increase in a single month? And I sold all of my my investment in cryptocurrency. All right, a couple more things. Let's see. Now that I've told you what that's all about, I want to talk about how people criticize me also by sending me messages and things like that, saying digital currency isn't going to happen for a long, long, long time. This is what I have for you. Really? I hate to throw it in your face, but you were wrong. You were wrong. And I don't mean to shove it down your throat that you were wrong, but you were. As Citibank just announces that it has rolled out digital currency for businesses only. Businesses only. That's how they. And you won't know the difference between an actual peso or dollar and digital coin. And when does that start? Now. We've been working undercover, they said, on this for a very, very long time. And now we had businesses that participated in this program and it's successful and the app is working great. And you won't even know the sleight of hand that happens. Nothing to see. Nothing to see here. As we convert over to digital currency. And so you see the whole Gcash thing. The Philippines, they're predicting, is going to be one of the easiest countries to change over to digital currency because they got them used to using Gcash. And the benefits of using Gcash, it's so easy. Nobody ever thinks about it. So basically, but you're taking a peso and you're converting it into Gcash. And so it's money is money. Citibank is saying, oh, no. It's gonna stay the same. You're not going to know. You're not. Oh, yeah, that's right. So anyway, Did I use that word? I hope I didn't. I don't want to get banned from YouTube because I'm a YouTube, you know, I am a loyalist, a YouTube loyalist. You won't see me on Facebook. By the way, Moelma, if you guys have noticed, right? Uh, if you guys have noted, I don't know how the Citibank thing is gonna work, but it's a slow insertion process. It's a slow. Oh, Mel is here. Hi, Mel. It's so good to see you. I'm following you on Facebook. I'm watching to see that baby. I'm watching to see you do selfies with the baby. I think you've done one or two. You've shown the baby with someone. Welcome. You're always welcome here, Mel. Of course, I'm going to go up and see you in Desert. I have a feeling. I have a feeling I'm going to make a pilgrimage up there to see you guys. I'll let you know. So anyway, Moelma, uh, and everybody here, that thing going around on Facebook where they're going to charge you for its use, right? That does not exist. That's all. I don't know who started that. I wrote Mark this morning. Zuckerberg, is that his name? We're good friends. He said, Dan, it's a hoax. The whole thing is a hoax. Why would we charge? I said, it's Elon Musk. He's the one that wants to charge for X. He's getting hammered. He's getting hammered all over the place. Dan, we're not going to do anything like that. No, we're not. Yeah. Oh, yes, I know. That's great. Mel, if you got any extra ducats, send them Mel's way. Mel's very deserving. She has a brand new baby. Uh, so all that thing going around the Bank of America, or let's see, it's the bank, it's News 13, NBC says, and then it says uh, Facebook to start charging people for use. You know, in the United States, here was their reaction, right? Facebook, who is that? Over here in Asia, everybody went, oh, no, no, tell me it ain't true. Why should I have to pay for Facebook, right? But in my humble opinion, even though Mark Zuckerberg has talked to everybody, saying, no, 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 that's a falsehood, some rumor that the guys over at X started. We're not charging anybody, even though advertising revenues are in the toilet. Listen, I don't believe they are for Facebook, but I know for a fact they are for YouTube. So banks charge for use of service now in Canada. They made billions from fees. And that's the plan moving forward with. So it's easier for the bank. First of all, banks want to get out of retail banking. They no longer want guys like me, coming through the front door. It's a pain in the ass. Retail banking, there's no money in it anymore. Every time they charge fees, right? Every time they try and charge a fee for this stuff, right? People go crazy. What do you mean you're charging me? I'm going to take my deposit elsewhere. As you know, unbanking is occurring in the United States. Unbanking is occurring. People are taking their money out as quickly as they possibly can. They're feeling very uncertain about the U.S. economy. And so picture this. I just want to go over one thing before we call it a day, right? I've gone over the channel changes, and I realize I'm probably going to lose some people, but I'm willing to take that chance because I'm not in the game. I'm only in the game right here. I mean, let's boil that all down. Those of you that know me, right, that really know that my main objective is humanitarian purposes to the Philippines. That's my main objective. I'm setting this aside because the main topic I was going to talk about who has the wealth in the West and blah 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 blah. The Canadians have all the wealth. We're sucking up to them pretty much. But if you look at the U.S., right, it's the post-war baby boomers who have the wealth. They're retaining it, and they're not passing it down to their children so quickly. And so what's ended up happening is that you go to daddy when you need a new car. You're still going to daddy. You have a 40-year-old, 45-year-old kid come to you, Daddy, can you buy me a car? Oh, if it's your daughter, you're going to say, sure, sweetheart. Let's go down to the dealership. What would you like? Would you like that brand new Beamer SUV thing? The $100,000 car, right? Oh boy, that's what's kind of going on. So when they appeal, if you look at it, Larice is here. Hi, Larice. So happy you could join us today. Okay, so the whole thing is about that is that they're giving, if you look at commercials in the States, car commercials in the States and Canada, you're going to see the old man and the daughter showing up at the car dealership wanting to buy the daughter a car. Thank you so much, Daddy, for helping me out because they know they're marketing geniuses. No, not the beer people. They're not marketing geniuses. I'm talking about the car people. They're marketing geniuses. Oh my gosh. By the way, 12,500 Teamsters at UAW who don't build cars in the United States are about ready to go on strike. They have threatened to strike if progress is not made. One of the things they want is a 43% increase in wages. I see nothing wrong with that. I support the Teamsters, dang it. Pam, we still have assembly plants in Kentucky, in South Carolina, in Texas, and in Michigan. By the way, if I had to move back to the United States, Michigan is one of the places that I would consider. Indiana is one of the places that I would consider. And they should be very, very obvious. That's because that uh, retirees are looking for a very, very inexpensive place to live. Let's see, Dan, she is not the daughter of Ella. She is Filipina. Getting the car. Yeah, yeah. And then we have to deal with that, right, Mike? By the way, I would live in Ohio. I would live in all the places I would look at all the places that are very, very manageable economically if they pass a law that said I have to spend 6 months in the United States in order to get my full Social Security and pension. Then I'll be back to the USA quicker than you could say. That's it. You won't even get the words out of your mouth. I would already be back there. And I'm going to live in your neighborhood, and boy, are you going to be sorry. So let's talk about new neighborhoods. All right, so here's what happened. I put in Man Mini and I. So here, home, next home. So Man Mini and I, we put in an offer. I'm just trying to protect Man Mini and her family, and quite frankly, I'm trying to protect my sorry ass also. And so we have found a 400 square meters to buy. It's reasonably priced. That we're putting an offer in today, and it's raw land. And so what I really like about it is that so I'm buying the high ground. I'm at 300 square meters. No, 300 square feet above sea level. The feds, the equivalent of the Army Corps of Engineers, is building in progress. Some of you saw it in the video. That river right there is being turned into a, what do they call it? A storm drain, right? A flood channel. And so there's a direct shot from that river from the mountains that comes down through the low-lying areas right to the sea. So now we're at 300 square feet. The river basin is at 240 square feet. The plan is to buy, and it's all alluvial plain, which means that it has the richest soil. It has the richest soil like Sacramento, and hopefully people won't build houses on it, but that's what we're planning on doing. And so the main objective is to grow food. It's to be used as farmland, right? That's what Minnie and I are going to use it for, which means that we're going to build a soft material home there, a Baikubo. Now, a lot of you that have known me, yeah, I just talked about the flooding. I think there's a delay in the chat, Mike. Listen, it floods everywhere, so that's why we're building they call it stilt house. It's going to be on stilts, right? I'm above sea level. My street floods. Yeah, I know, but you don't have a flood channel. Maybe they need to build the levee. Here's the whole thing. We're building it 8 foot on 8 foot stilts, just in case. But when I look all around me at lower elevations, you have a lot of expats that have built 2-story homes. And so I said, I'm looking at this, and I said, I like the fact that that guy over there is an engineer from the United States who built it on level ground. But I don't think that since it's a soft material house, see, here's the key, right? Since it's a soft material house, then I think that I'll build it on stilts. So we're coming 8 to 10 feet up. And we're just going to build a Baikubo. We're just going to build a soft material house. I mean, not an inexpensive one. I mean, I'm not going to, yeah, I probably will cheap out on it. It's a soft material house, but it's going to have some features on it. For example, the very foundation of it, right? Yeah, of course. Well, it's some. I just got through saying that the Army Corps of Engineers, or the equivalent of them in the Philippines, has already started work on the flood channel. And there's no obstruction, so it just goes cascading down straight into the ocean, no obstruction whatsoever. And so, I went down to the river, and it's so well filtered that you could scoop out with a cup a glass of water, and there's nothing in it. I mean, it's just beautiful. So there are a couple other things that are going on in Bye Bye City, and I'm going to do a video about this. But you should see the storm drainage that they're putting in downtown Bye Bye City. It is totally American engineering. It is totally American engineering. Now, I was so shocked when I was downtown. Pennsylvania would be considered also. Any place that's the cheapest place to live, I'll be looking at, right? And that's going to be in the Northeast. People are abandoning their homes in the Northeast like crazy. They don't want to live there any longer. They want to go into the Sun Belt, right? But not me, because I have a steady, guaranteed income stream. I would move into where everybody's leaving, and I've been that way most of my life. Whatever what everybody else is doing, I'm going to be doing the polar opposite. So that's typically, well, I don't think they allow me. I don't think they'll allow me in Canada. The last time I tried to get over into Canada, I was strip searched. So listen, it was a probative search. Let's put it that way. So I don't want to go through that again. Yeah, I looked at Indiana. I actually looked at Evansville. Evansville is a very, very attractive place to live. And Evansville is very, very affordable. And so of course, Evansville is I have consideration, strong consideration. In fact, Evansville and parts of Michigan would be way up at the top of my list. So I would be taking a look at them. So you went back twice. Mike, you're hilarious. So now you know the future of the channel. The purpose is, not for Dan to spew whatever makes him happy and a smile on his face. It's the other thing that puts a smile on my face, and that's giving away the money. And so, yeah, you have to ask for it. Okay, Tim, my secret has been revealed. By the way, I saw this interaction happen the other day. I would like to share it with you, right? I want to share this with you. I found it to be very, very interesting. So I was watching two people, and I was watching somebody introduce somebody to their nephew and referred to them as a lady boy. And by the way, that person who was referred to as a lady boy, they objected. They objected sternly, right? And they said, no, I'm not a lady boy. I'm transitioning. Folks, get it right. I'm just saying to you, don't insult somebody by referring to them as a lady boy when in fact they're in transition. All right. I just want to point that out. That's not a nice thing to do. All right. There's a big difference between those two. And so learn what do they call them? Learn your identities. So the person is obviously not woke. You know what I mean? Or was deliberately insulting that person. I'm not sure exactly which one it was. All right. So listen, I've always wanted to build a soft material house on stilts. We're putting in an offer on that property. I just want to give you very, very few details because I don't want this property bought out from underneath me. I know how some of you are, but it will. It's only 400 square meters is all I'm interested in, right? I've already checked out the title. The title only has one person. If you can believe it or not, this is the Philippines, and it only has one person on the title, and it's the actual landowner. Can you believe that? How lucky could I possibly be, right? And I already have many expat neighbors, not that I need to have, that are building monuments to themselves. And then I'm going to come in there and I'm going to build a, a house on stilts, a sustainable house on stilts, but it's not going to be 100% sustainable. That would be crazy. In other words, I'm going to have concrete stilts. I mean, I'm not a fool. I'm not. I haven't totally lost my mind yet, right? Uh, Yeah, well, the whole thing is, you have to be smarter than the average bear when you're looking for property. That's the point of this whole thing. So I already checked with Visayas University, which is located adjacent to the property, and when I went in to talk to them about the geological survey, they just laughed at me, and they just said, "Are you kidding me? We're located in the same map, the same flood map that you're located in." They said, "Why would we put the university right here in the floodplain?" They just started laughing at me. I go, "Wait a minute. You guys have flood maps, right?" They go, "Yeah, we'll whip them out and we'll show them to you." So they busted out the flood map. All you have to do is go to VSU and they'll give you, it's free. They love sharing this information with you in case you guys don't know. They unfolded the map and they said, "Here's where we are. Here's where you want to be. Guess what? You're at a higher elevation than we are, and we're next to the beach." And we have not yet flooded. I go, "Do you think it'll happen?" They said, "Get out of here. Get out of this office. Don't ever come back." So that's what the flood situation is. Listen, listen, I'm a chance taker anyway, but global warming is happening here. I'm telling you. I'm only telling you this because I'm living it. This is rainy season here in Baybay Leyte. Remember Gio in the Philippines? He said, "Whatever you do, if you're coming to the Philippines, never move to the island of Leyte." Do you remember when he said that? Why, Gio? Why? Guru, why? Because it gets the brunt of the storms and it rains every single day. And here we are. What is it? 85 degrees out. No dark clouds in the sky. People are begging for rain because their crops are dying. I mean, there's stuff happening here, Nicole. Larice, Anna Mae, Mike, there is stuff happening here. So I'm thinking to myself, hey, wait a minute. Me being smarter than the average bear, or I think I am anyway, which you either have one of the two. You either have to think that you're smarter than the average bear, or you actually have to be smarter than the average bear. I take chances, and one of the chances I'm taking is I'm going to take this 400 square meters of land, and I'm gonna plant coconut. I'm gonna plant calamansi on it. I'm gonna plant avocado. I'm gonna plant banana, and I'm gonna plant anything and everything I need in order to sustain ourselves in hard times. So, further proof that I practice, Charmaine. Most of you know this. I practice, especially the ones that know me, personally know me. I mean, have met me. I practice what I preach. I always have. I always will. I'll always do it. I'll always follow my heart and not before my brain. And so, anyway, so speaking to that, that's one of the main reasons for going to LA is to give my mom a hug and a kiss. And the number two reason would be to grab all my money and get it over here as quickly as possible and convert it over to pesos. Grab all the money, all the silver that I purchased that's waiting for me is coming back here to the Philippines. I don't know how that's going to work yet. Crystals is here. Good morning. So we're changing it, and it's going to have. I'm going to have further details for you on Saturday. But I think the live streams will now go Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 8 a.m. And it's for the purpose of drawing and stuffing the pig. So if I have something to say, I'm going to say it within the first 5 minutes. Then we're going to watch. Once the count reaches 30, right? And if it happens within the first 30 minutes of the live stream, we call Man Mini and we draw. We draw a winner. And you get that 250 pesos in the G Cash. If we don't build it up to 30, that 250 at 8:30, the live stream ends and it rolls over into the next live stream. So if no one shows up, or very few, we don't get the 30 count in that first half hour, right? It's bye-bye, see you later. Dan's on the road for Bavarian Cream Donuts in search of Bavarian Cream. He goes, the money rolls over to the next live stream, which in this case would be if it's starting Wednesday, then it'll roll over to Thursday, and then on Thursday the value will be 500. Right? If nobody comes into the live stream, we don't get 30 people. It rolls over to Friday, and then we'll give away 750, and it'll go on and on and on until we get a winner, until we get 30 people. And all I'm looking for is for it to be sustained for just a couple of minutes, folks. I don't know anyone in YouTube who's doing it this way. I have no knowledge. You guys want to knock yourself out? Have duck races, have spin the wheel, have bingo, have all this stuff, right? Have Wheel of Fortune, have a casino night. I love watching all that stuff, but Dan ain't gonna do it, right? Dan ain't gonna do it. All we're going to do is we're going to wait till this numerical count here on my screen. Once it reaches 30, we're going to draw. We're going to draw for a 250 peso winner. We don't get it that day, it's going to roll over. So now my new hours of the live stream, and we're going to start this on Saturday, even though I haven't fine-tuned all the details, right? So it's going to be Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 8 a.m. And I'm doing this for you because it values your time. Now, if you want to go live, then Larry isn't going anywhere. Larry's going to have his live on Sunday, and Dan will show up once in a while. And I'm usually pretty tame on Larry's live because it isn't mine; it's Larry's. And so I'll show up every once in a while, and then we could talk about stuff that you want to talk about, or whatever direction. Pizza ovens, who makes the best pizza, what are the best burgers in town. It could go that direction, or we could just listen to people come in there singing and dancing and doing it. But I'm not doing that. I'm not doing none of that, right? It's over. All that stuff is over when push comes to shove. The bottom line is, my only motivation for being here in the live stream is to give away money. And people don't want to listen to me talk about it. You're in the background. You got kids to get off to school. You got to get ready for work. You got chores to do. You don't have time to listen to whatever crap Dan is talking about, the West, finances, housing, social issues, and all this other stuff. It's got nothing to do with me. You know what I mean? And EMC is here. Nobody wants to listen to that. All you care about is what I care about, and that's the money. So, for all of you that are going to leave me because we're going that direction, bye-bye. It was nice knowing you. Man Mini, are you here? Man Mini's here. We're going to draw right here, right now. We're going to draw. Okay. Now, here's the thing. If you don't already have a number, you're gonna have to send me a PM message. You're gonna have to get it from somebody. Send me a private message and get yourself a number. That's how this is gonna work. Then once you get the number, don't forget it, because Dan will. Dan will forget it. All right? Dan will forget it. Doing it this way makes me kind of happy because I help a lot of people out. And I'm going to continue doing that from the humanitarian fund that Man Mini and I have established. So this is one part of it, and then the other part we don't talk about so much. We don't talk about who we give money to on the show. We won't do that because a lot
Hi, everybody.
that's personal and
Good
private
morning.
between us and the person that we're helping. But we do keep a pretty healthy humanitarian fund around. Okay, I think we're ready to go. You have to remember the number because I won't. So be kind to me as an old man, and when you win, then you send me, oh Dan, so and so. Here's my Gmail in case you misplaced it, so I don't have to go through all my paperwork and all these crib notes that are replaced. And oh wait a minute, we didn't stuff the pig yet. Mammy, do you want to stuff the pig? Here, here you go.
Hi,
Oh,
Mama.
here
Good
you go.
morning.
I got pig money right here. Mammy's
We're
gonna the invisible pig,
Yes.
we'll call him, right? Yeah.
starting.
Let's see. We got this, right? We got to
We
stuff
should
the pig
make
first.
hole a little bit.
Yeah, we have to make a big hole there. Okay, here's some money going in the pig. Mildred's here, hanging in there. Nicole is here. Abby, thank you so much for being here. And we got coin. That's going in here. Shake it up. Shake it, baby. Shake it. All right. So now you know we're going to need 30 people next time we do this. The prize next time will be $250. Today it's $200. Make sure you invite your friends here so that they don't miss out. All right, here we go. Ooh.
Good luck today. Good luck first.
All right, the first number today, right? First number's up. Hope we have a winner. What? What? I've never pulled this one, I don't think. Oh my goodness gracious. I think this is Angelica. This is Angelica Canalada, and I think she's in school. So first call out, number 9, Angelica Canalada. I don't think she's here. She's in school. She would have to be, she would have to be listening in the background. Second call out for number 9, Angelica Canalada. Angelica, are you in the BG? Are you in the ABCD? Are you in the BG? Yeah, she's in school right now. I know she's not going to be answering. Number 3, call out for Angelica Canalada. Must be present to win. Angelica, are you in the background? Fourth call out for Angelica Canalada. Must be present to win. I don't think she's going to make it. I know she's in school. Fifth and final call out for Angelica Canalada. Must be present to win. Okay. All right, we're going to draw again. No, she's in school. All right, next one. What? Holy smokes. I've never seen this number either, I don't think. All right, I don't know who is this a ninja channel? Number 70, Mercy on Me, Mercy on Me. First call out, Mercy on Me. Number 70, must be present to win. Second call out, Mercy on Me, must be present to win. Third call out for Mercy on Me, must be present to win. Fourth call out for Mercy on Me, must be present to win. Oh, this ain't going good so far. Fifth and final call out for Mercy on Me channel. Must be present to win. We're not lucky so far, man, Minnie. Yeah, see, you someone tried to escape. We got him back in. All right, this one. Huh? What? Oh my gosh, I have not seen Pacquiao Mertz's number come up. Oh, you can't see it. It's number 87, Pacquiao Mertz.
Yay!
Number 87, Pacquiao Mertz. First call out.
Para imo ni.
Must be present to win for 200 pesos. Somebody better give her a shout out and tell her number's coming up.
Where are you, man?
Second call out for Pacquiao Mertz.
Hi,
Must
Sir Mike,
be
and
present
Cora.
to
How are you
win.
guys? See you soon.
Third call out for Pacquiao Mertz. Must be present to win. That's number 87. I wonder how come it's showing green screen on there. Number 87. Fourth call out for Pacquiao Mertz. Must be present to win. Final call out for Pacquiao Mertz. Must
Pacquiao.
be present to win.
Pacquiao.
Say it right, Pacquiao. I know I always say Pacquiao. Pacquiao. All right, here we go again.
Pacquiao.
You know, it's been kind of like very difficult times for Pacquiao Mertz. You know, if you guys have a little extra something, send it her way. I'm sure she could use the help. All right, here we go. Don't be shy, says LB Rose. What? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. And Dalman, number 10. First call out. Must be present to win. And Dalman, number 10. Second call out. Must be present to win. You know, and. Third call out for number 10. And Dualman must be present to win. Fourth call out for Ann Dalman must be present to win. Fourth and final call out for Ann Dalman must be present to win. She's not here. She's not here. I'm bummed. I'm really bummed out. All right, we're gonna pull another one. Go ahead. Go ahead. All right. Let's see. Let me see. What? You gotta be kidding me. No way. She was here earlier. Oh, she probably is already in her live stream. She starts at 9. Dang it. It's so hard to give money away these days. Number 24. First call out for Daisy Lynn Castro. Must be present to win.
Daisy Lynn.
Second call out for Daisy Lynn Castro. Must be present to win. Oh no, I'm telling you. Third call out for Daisy Lynn Castro. Must be present to win. Fourth call out for number 24. Daisy Lynn Castro must be present to win. Fifth and final call out for Daisy Lynn Castro, number 24. Must be present to win. Dang, it's so hard to give money away. And you're late. You're late. You're late. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my gosh. All right. Here we go. We gotta pull another one, man, Minnie. Pull another one. All right. What? I am absolutely shocked at this one. I haven't seen Irene in here. Is Irene in here? Number 37. Irene and Irish. Number 37. First call out. Must be present to win. Number 37. Wow, there she is. Irene, you are the winner chicken dinner today. Man, I thought we weren't going to be able to get, I didn't think we were going to be able to give this money away. Irene, congratulations. Make sure you PM me and be kind and send your Gmail number to me so I don't have to go searching all over the place. Congratulations. Thank you. Everybody in the live stream for showing up today. I truly appreciate it. Don't forget that on Saturday, we go to the new format. And that's what you no longer have to listen to Dan giving his opinion about anything. Except if we don't get 30 people in here in 30 minutes from 8 to 8:30. At 8:30, if we don't have 30 people, we're out. I'll just say goodbye. See you guys next time. That 250 peso prize will roll over to the next event, the next live stream. And then if we don't get 30 people in that one in the first 30 minutes, then we're going to say goodbye again and we'll roll it over into the next day. So that's how it goes. And you're welcome, Irene Irish. I'm so happy that you won. And we will see. Larry, it's time to lead us out of here. I almost forgot Larry's here. Larry is showing up 99% of the time. Larry, do you have kind words of wisdom to share with the group? I hope we don't lose anybody.
Remember to be kind to each other. Take care of yourself. Stay safe and healthy. Plus, always try to have fun.
Yay! You did it.
Hey,
again, I hope we don't lose anybody. I realize that we may lose people, but
hi, certain.
It's all about helping you guys out and giving you guys the money. And then, of course, if I have your attention that way for 30 minutes, I've done my job. Bye, Abby. Bye, everybody. Bye, Larry. Tim Deziak, thanks so much. Mike. Mike married. Take care. We'll see y'all down at the Dunkin' Donuts.